What do you get if you mix a hairdresser, a janitor, and $11,000 of savings? South Korean immigrants Jin Suk and Do Won Chang started a retail shop in 1984 with $11,000 that they saved from working in their low-paying service jobs. The couple managed to build a business that at its top made $4.4 billion in revenue, positioning them on the ranking number 302 of the Forbes list in 2017. Originally known as Fashion 21, the retailer opened its first 900-square-foot store in Highland Park, California, a neighborhood located about 5 minutes north of downtown Los Angeles. What did they offer? Cheap and trendy clothing to a young, mostly Korean-American clientele. The couple took advantage of wholesale closeouts to buy merchandise from manufacturers at a discount. In its first year in operation, sales totaled $700,000. The Changs quickly leveraged their early success opening new stores every 6 months, and by 2013, there were more than 480 stores with revenue of $3.7 billion. Jin Suk was eventually approving over 400 designs a day. What was their business model? Fast fashion. Fast fashion is based on a quick turnaround of designs that could be inexpensively mass-produced. This business model proved to be very popular with young customers who didn't have a lot of money to spend but at the same time wanted the latest look. The Fashion 21 name was later changed because their target customers were mostly people in their 20s. Older people wanted to be 21 again, and young people wanted to be forever 21. As the company focused on getting bigger, its once unique styles became more of a cookie cutter. As a result, Forever 21 started to lose touch with its core customers. And that's when it all started. More than 8,200 stores in the United States have closed in 2019, according to CoreSite Research. The so-called retail apocalypse has caused many brands like Sears and Big Lots to file for bankruptcy and close thousands of brick-and-mortar stores across the United States. But department stores are not the only ones closing. The landscape is just as bad for clothing stores like Aeropostale, American Apparel, Nasty Gal, Abercrombie & Fitch, Gap, and Wet Seal. In the United States, the combined market share of fast fashion giants like Forever 21, H&M, and Zara has fallen from its peak since 2015. Forever 21 was so popular in 2015 that a woman from Toronto named her daughter TF Forever Golding because she almost had her baby in a Forever 21 store. And when you think about it, there is plenty of space in their stores to give birth to a baby. The average Forever 21 store is 38,000 square feet and the largest is approximately 162,000 square feet. Its biggest iconic locations included a 94,000 square foot store in San Bernardino, 127,000 square foot in Las Vegas, and a 4-story, 9,000 square foot emporium in New York's Times Square. The bigger the better? Not really. The pace at which it opened stores and its decision to have so many of them in enclosed malls means the company likely struggled to pay the high rents demanded by premier spots, indicating the first reason for Forever 21's bankruptcy. The fast fashion business model worked well until the world woke up to the pressing problems of climate change. If you wanted to resell your clothes in the 1995 internet era, more than likely you headed to eBay or Craigslist, as these were the only places you could hope to sell your clothes. But this changed between the years 2009 and 2011. That's when fashion re-commerce companies like ThredUp, Threadflip, Depop, Poshmark, and The Real all got their starts. Younger shoppers have increasingly turned to consigned goods and brands that claim sustainability as a value. The fashion industry produces huge amounts of waste, nearly 100 million tons a year. According to the United Nations, the fashion industry produces 20% of the world's wastewater and 10% of global carbon emissions. That is more than all international flights and maritime shipping combined. It will be necessary for the industry to change fashion as they know it and find better ways to reuse existing materials. It will not be long before brands start to create new collections entirely from old textiles. A recent report by McKinsey & Company predicted more consumers turning to resale and rental fashion, driven by the accessible prices and the sustainability benefits. Other well-recognized fast fashion brands like Zara and H&M have become aware and are rolling out sustainable collections, highlighting the growing trend toward upcycling, recycling, and renting clothes. In addition, many retailers, including Ann Taylor, Express, and Bloomingdale's, are now joining upstart Rent the Runway in the clothing rental business. The third reason behind Forever 21 bankruptcy was its clung to a large network of U.S. stores, too many of them based in malls where foot traffic and sales were going downward. Most of Forever 21 stores were located at malls that have already lost a Sears, Macy's, and JCPenney's, struggling to keep customers coming in. Forever 21 young consumers kept migrating to other retailers, especially online sellers. The rise of e-commerce is taking away shoppers from brick-and-mortar stores. Forever 21 failed to adapt to the growth of online shopping, even though its core customers are young people who prefer to shop online. Online-only fast fashion labels have rapidly grown. Think of brands like ASOS or Fashion Nova, whose entire business model is online. Fashion Nova quickly exploded in large part thanks to the curvy, racially diverse models, celebrities, and regular customers whose pictures populate their Instagram profile. Fashion Nova ranked among Google's top search fashion brands by millennials, beating out labels such as Chanel and Yves Saint Laurent. The company also provides good customer interaction, reposting a lot of social media content from their customers that showcases the store's products. Forever 21 has more than 60 million Instagram followers but doesn't heavily rely on influencer marketing to target audiences. On its quest to grow bigger, Forever 21 expanded into menswear, children's clothing, maternity and plus-size apparel, home decor, cosmetics, and even electronics. But that made the chain too much like the failed conventional department stores it replaced. Fashion Nova knows its shoppers, young women who want to emulate the aesthetic of the Kardashian family. Meanwhile, Forever 21 was trying to appeal to everybody. But if you think about it, predicting what young consumers want is difficult because they change their minds so quickly that it's hard to keep up with. Bankruptcy doesn't always mean the end of a company. Forever 21 has emphasized that it's not shutting down. It only plans to close stores in 40 of the 56 countries that the chain operates, and it will close up to 350 of its 800 stores, including 178 stores in the United States. What the future holds for Forever 21? We don't know. What we do know is that if the chain doesn't focus on one target audience, if they don't move towards sustainability and expand its e-commerce tactics, it might be the forever end of the brand.